This one's for you. The road is long, with many a winding turn that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. For I know he would not encumber me. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. And if I'm leaning at all, I'm leaning with sadness that everyone's heart isn't filled with the gladness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to there, why not share? And the load doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Station boys and girls, it's time for Blamephable and his amazing friends.
This is Phable from One Collection Down.
Yeah.
I started One Collection Down as a way to share my love for comics and pop culture. But I also started it so I could seek out like-minded people who love the things I loved. This community is everything. It's changed my life.
Blame Phable, blame Nick, blame the brother, that's Joe. Blame Stu for the jewels as we stick to the code. PCP on me, bad batch, this one's for the bros. And the ones that paid the way for everything that we know. Figgy Friday is a vibe, let me put you on game. Don't forget to throw your sets on Saturday with the game. A lot of things to cover, remark if you're drawing a blank. Cover A's and variants, man, we one of the same. Gotta read between the lines, all the things we can handle. We should talk about art while we look through the panels. Wanna talk about smarts, are we taking the channels? Dr. Strange, Dr. Doom, how we holding the candle. Either way, the sorcerer supreme. Backlog bros, we do this for the team. Spread love, that's part of the regime. Every day is a movie, we just trying to peep the scene. Have discussions about the things that we seen. Real nice, but our comic game is mean. So come kick it with your boy, we got amazing friends. A call away, all you gotta do is station in. What a great event, stay tuned as we grow. And stick around to the next episode.
Station. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the all new, all different Blamephable show, man. How's everybody doing? It's Friday night, so you know what that means. Of course, this is the show where we go over pop culture topics and news headlines. And of course, I'm always joined by my brothers from the PCP Army Bad Batch. So let's get this party started. Let's get them right in. Let me welcome my first panelist, my ace, my man, my homie, Nick.
Dr. Doom's Oh, I was gonna say Dr. Doom's Franco. What's going on, dude?
Hey, we weren't on mute
Amen.
this time, dude.
Yeah, we didn't go on mute this time. That was really, really great. Yeah.
I think we're getting the hang of this.
One day, man. It'll take 2 or 3 years. We'll figure it out. How you been, man? Good to see you.
I'm all right. Long week, man. Long week.
Long day
Yeah.
too. I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Let's just say I'm glad we don't run a political podcast.
I don't know. We'd have views through the roof if we did that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Right? This is true. This is
Politics
true.
and drama. That's
Either way,
2026.
Right? It don't matter if you're right, you're left, you're gonna get views.
That's right. That's right.
Station, Nick.
Later.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Absolutely, dude.
Let's bring out our next panelist, man. My brother, Dr. Doom's fan club.
Oh, station gang, how we doing?
What is going
What's up,
on?
What's up, man? Yeah, long week, long day, but I'm here with you guys. Everything is all right.
There you
We
go.
got each other. We're gonna talk about pop culture, comics, all that good stuff. It's gonna be a great show. So happy to be here with y'all. What up to the chat? Hope everybody's having a good Friday.
That's right.
Hell yeah. Well, let me bring out our resident crooner, the guy who sings us in every week. Our brother Joe. Station.
Now that one scared me. I was a little nervous today. I was nervous this time. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You had to dig down deep for that one.
Yeah,
You
that was real,
took it there.
Jeez.
that was real soulful, brother
It
Joe.
was.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been on this Osmond kick. Wayne, you talking about death lately? Wayne Osmond, one of the Osmond brothers, passed away last week.
Oh boy.
So I've been on this Osmond kick, and so I've been listening to all his music and stuff, and I went through him, and I could have sang "You Puppy Love," or I could have sang "Go Away, Little Girl" for you, Nick, but I said, "Now let me sing. He ain't heavy. He's my brother."
You can't just say something like that and tag me in it, brother. Joe.
Yeah, I
all
know.
kinds of weird shit. Like, whoa.
Well, thank you, brother
Man.
Joe, as always bringing the heat when
Yeah.
it comes to singing us in, man.
You guys,
Yep.
the family,
Station, bro.
family. It's the family that makes me do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Tonight we're gonna have a small intimate show. Sometimes
Unplugged.
people are busy, you know what I mean? But this is the OG crew right here. It started with us four.
Yep.
So it's always good to have one of these, right? Back to
Absolutely.
basics
Yeah, exactly.
kind of shows. So
The
yeah.
foundation.
Thanks for joining me tonight, fellas. But of course, we always like to say what up to our awesome chat. So let me
Yep.
say hello to everybody that's in the house tonight. First up, we got my brother Hydra Asylum Comics saying, dropping by,
What up, Jay?
dropping my like before work. I see you're 11 subs away from 400.
Hell yeah.
Awesome job.
Let's
boss.
go. Yes,
There you go.
right.
Yeah.
Sub
I
up to
don't-
the man if you haven't already.
Oh yeah, thank you. I don't say it enough. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It would be nice to hit 400. That'd be awesome, dude.
Ding, 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 that notification
Yeah.
bell. Where's Herm at, man?
Don't get me started. Oh man, we got our brother Road Collecting in the building. Station.
What's up, bro?
Oh yeah.
Good seeing you, bro.
We got our PCP brother 9-panel grid in the house.
Station.
Station,
What up,
executive producer of the all new, all different Blamephable show. Thanks for joining us tonight, E. Pulling double duty, we got Dr. Doom's fan club saying, "Evening gang, station."
What up, boss? You're the best.
Double duty, Nick Comic Coaches station.
Oh, royalty in the chat.
Oh,
Here we go.
We got my homie, Dr. Plagas, in the house.
what up?
Shit.
Killing it on your shows, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, everybody go sub up to Dr. Plagas. He does a show called Paper and Plastics. Great show.
Yeah.
And hopefully one future show we'll get to have Dr. Plagas on the show. So Dr. Plagas,
Oh, yeah.
if you're listening, watch your DMs, brother. I'm gonna be hitting you up. But thanks for joining us tonight. Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Yep, yep.
We got our homie, Nostalgic Addicts, in the house.
Nostalgic, what up?
What is going on, Nostalgic Addicts? How are you? We've got Colin Comics in the building.
Alan.
Station. What
What's up,
is
bro?
going on? Hell yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, Conlon. We got Prime Time Tom in
What
the
up?
building station.
Man,
Thought
dude.
I'd jump on and say howdy, feeling down, but I'm here. Well, hang out with us, Prime
Yeah,
Time
man.
Tom.
Hope you
Yeah.
feel better. Feel better after spending some time with us,
Yeah,
brother.
man. You know,
ASM's hitting #1 soon. You got to cheer up, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta cheer up, man.
Exactly. We got a relaunch right around the
We got a
corner.
relaunch coming,
We
brother.
need you out here, bro.
We don't have time for this. We got to get back into it, dude.
Yeah,
I
well,
hope you're doing all right, man.
I know how it feels. Sometimes when when it's time to do this show, I'm probably not. Sometimes I'm not in the best of moods. Right, the week has been hard, it's been long, but that's what she said. But when we get
You
here,
like that one, brother Joe? There we go.
when we
Wait a
get
minute.
here, we cheer up a little bit. So hopefully we can do that a little bit for you, Primetime Time Station. We got my boy Razor Comics in the
Razor, what up,
building
bro?
station. What it do? Comic Gurus and
What's up?
Station. Hell yeah. Yo, that video that Ray did on Sticky Goose's return was fucking hilarious, bro. I don't know if you guys caught that shit, but go check that out. That shit is fun. It's not no drama shit. It's just him being funny, and it is funny, man. Razor, thanks for joining us, my brother.
Station, bro.
Hell yeah. Love seeing Ray in the chat. All right, guys. So last week we debuted a new segment. Oh, go ahead, brother Joe.
Of all weekends, I got this big ass Elimination Chamber show coming up tomorrow. Elimination Chamber.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
Okay, it's tomorrow. Yeah. What's your excuse for leaving tonight?
SmackDown.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, my contact time is up, gentlemen. You have a great show. Love you all. My brothers, Station.
See you, man. Good seeing you, bro.
Thanks for hanging with us, brother Joe.
Right.
Hell yeah.
That's how you leave a show right there.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute, God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
Does he get the same page rate we do? Because he's only here for like 12 minutes.
Bro, nah, he's in another stratosphere, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to renegotiate.
I mean, if you got the balls to belt out the tune for a good minute,
yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, that's
not
true.
easy.
That's true.
Very
Yeah,
true.
yeah. He puts his he clocks
He's the
in.
talent. He's the talent, man. That's what. That's let's get you out like that.
Oh man, John Comics with Kids is
What's up, John?
House, John Station. How are you?
He's salary, exactly.
Salary.
Yeah. We're paid by the second here. He's salary.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, before I was so rudely interrupted by Brother Joe, I was going to say that we have a new segment here that we debuted last week, and it was awesome. Last week's segment. So we're going to get right into it. This segment is called Recommendations and Rants. So everybody in the chat, basically recommendations and rants is where we go over things in the world of pop culture that we were into during the week, and we either have a recommendation for it or a rant for it or both. It could be either. So if you guys got anything in the chat that you want to like rant about, recommend, now's the time. Drop it in the chat. And I want to start off with the creator of recommendations and rants, Stu.
Well, thank you, brother.
Anything you want to recommend?
Yeah,
about
I'm gonna go twofold. I'm gonna recommend just because I read it again today, just because I loved it that much. Absolute Wonder Woman rules, guys. Make sure you're reading that series.
Thank you.
I just reread number 5. Nick, was it you on last night on Monthly Comic Review?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Were you the one that championed it?
Yes.
Okay, my bad. I'm just saying. I was just reading it again about an hour ago, and I love that book so fucking much. So it's just my favorite out of the Absolute universe. I think they're doing a killer job with it. Hayden Sherman's artwork, man.
Yeah.
Freaking A. But yeah, so that is my recommendation. Just to piggyback off the great Nick from Comic Culture. You guys check out Nick at Night, all that stuff, who brought it up last night, of course. There, are we good?
We're
good.
And then on the rants, dude, I checked out the 0 Day series on Netflix. Horrible, with De Niro in it as like the president. It was really poorly written. I was disappointed with it. Just so many bizarre plot moments. It's one of those ones that sits in your mind and just like kind of like worms away at your brain, like just how bad or like how much it bothers you in a like in a kind of negative way. So I was at work all day thinking about things I would have changed or rewritten in that show. So yeah, stay away from that one if we're going with rants. But that's my two-parter for today.
Okay. Well, Wonder Woman. This one ends its first arc, right? Like this is the final issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you 100%.
With the bang, dude.
Yeah, Wonder Woman has been great. Hayden Sherman is fantastic. Awesome. And thanks for helping me steer clear of Robert De Niro's new show because I probably would have caught it.
I mean,
Bobby.
he's still. I don't know, dude. It's not even a great showcase for him, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Absolutely. All right, Nick, common culture. Anything you got to rant or recommend or both?
No rants really, but I will recommend people. It's that time of year, guys. It's that time now where we got to be checking up on Born Again. So Daredevil's going to be coming out in less than a week, right? So we got to be checking up on this. So if you haven't gotten the collected edition, you can do so. Trade paperback. They have a new version of this too with a lot of great back matter. Real cheap on Amazon. I'm sure it's at your local comic book shop if they're decent. So, check that out. Pick it up. You have plenty of time to read it. And take a shot of penicillin before you read this thing, man, because it is depressing. It is diseased. It's crazy good. So if you have not read it yet, dive into it, guys. It's a really good one. And it's going to be fun to see how like the show interprets that. You know what I mean? Plays with some of those themes. We already pulled a lot from this book already in the Netflix show. So I don't know what they're going to salvage and pull forward, but it's going to be really cool to see what they do. And I am so excited to see the show. There's my recommendation. And it's a bold one, I think, right? Read freaking Born Again, Daredevil, Frank Miller stuff.
That's great.
Really bold one. Yeah.
It is so raw and real. They're not making, I don't know. It feels like very few comics on the shelf like that these days.
Yeah, for real. Yep. No rants this week. I'll try to think of something next time.
All right. So for my recommendation this week, I'm going to say everybody tune in this Sunday, Dylan's Horror Show. We here at Pop Culture Philosophers are doing a movie festival. We call it March Madness, where we're covering a bunch of movies about people that are basically going insane. So if you're into horror movies, thrillers, movies about people losing their mind, Alice in Wonderland type shit, come join us Sunday, man. I'm going to get more into it at the end of the show. I'll show a couple thumbnails and the lineup and everything, but definitely recommend that. And my rant is that this year is the first time I'm joining the lineup of March Madness. And of all days that I decide to do this is the day that Daredevil Born Again comes out on Netflix. And I'm like, Jesus freaking Christ, are you serious? My first show doing this shit?
There's always the rewind,
Daredevil Born Again. And then Nick comes on and he doesn't fucking help. Now everybody's going to go watch that show. Nobody's going to be here.
Watch Daredevil.
What the hell?
Oh, God.
I like you're sitting there all ready to go, announce.
Yeah, and then Nick's like, hey, guess
March
what?
Madness. Hey, guys, don't forget.
Oh, you're screwed.
Well, hopefully it comes out at like fucking 12 in the morning Thursday night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe it'll just be like one little. How long are the episodes? Are they 30 minutes or an hour?
The runtime is between like 37 minutes and 53 minutes, so it depends on the episode.
Oh yeah, you might be in trouble, buddy. Yeah, if
Mm-hmm.
they do.
You bet your ass up in trouble.
Yeah, I just don't know if they're gonna drop them all. Are they dropping them all at the same time? Do you
No,
think?
it'll probably be like 2 episode premiere or something. I would think.
Okay.
I don't think
That's
they,
really cool.
unless I don't know.
Do you guys just want to talk about Born Again the rest of the show? I know Eric's all for it.
No, bro. Talk about what movies you're covering though, real quick.
Oh, I'm gonna get into it at the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
I
put together a whole line of things too. You can't.
Okay, all right, my bad. Damn.
It's the beanie. I don't know. I can't deal with the beanie.
Dude, you got to deal with the beanie, man. Beanie's happening. You don't want all this hair. I got to get a haircut. It's all over the place right now.
You look great.
Thanks,
you
dude.
do. You always look good, Stu.
Oh, thanks, guys.
And that has been.
Yeah. This is going great.
Man, this new segment is amazing.
Gotta love that soft jazz intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I really do.
We should have half the panelists all the time. This is way fun, way more fun than usual.
We got our brother Mark Unleashed in the
Hey, Mark.
building. One half of Geeks Unleashed, man. Station. Thanks for joining us. And he says he recommends September 5th. Really good movie to start the year.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Gotta write that one down.
For sure.
That is all I've heard. I slept on it, but happy to report I have all 5 showing up tomorrow.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I think he's talking about Wonder Woman, right? Yeah, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, probably.
He said, I came here for the rants. We know. Shall we rant about this show? I know I can. Problem number 1, why isn't Mark on the vid with y'all? Because it's 2 a.m. over there. I don't even know why he's in our chat right now.
Yeah, bro. Why are you busting our balls? Why don't you clock in for work?
He considered it, but he's really tired and should go to sleep soon.
He's watching horizontally right now in bed. Probably.
Right.
Yeah, you got to do another UK show again, bro.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Get born again in whatever format you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Born is amazing.
Yes.
Hey, we got Pete in the house. Pete.
What up, bro?
Station. What is going on? Hey, everybody. Hope you're all doing good. Station. Absolutely.
Station to you, bro.
Thanks for hanging, man. What did Razor say? Take a shot of penicillin is what my doctor gave me for my STD. Wait, did I say that out loud?
There you go. Yep.
Hey, Brian in the house. What's going on, Brian? Oh yeah, thanks for joining us, guys, man.
Yeah, good to see y'all.
I heard Santos Sisters is pretty good. I recommend everyone get that book.
That trade's coming out next week. So
is it next week? I had
think
it
so.
pre-ordered on Amazon.
They got a trade? Hell yeah, good for them.
Yeah, it's 1 through 5 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was delayed. It was supposed to come out like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
At least that was the release date they gave me. But hell yeah, Santos Sister. Hell yeah.
Someone's got to fact check me though. So let's see. Yeah. March 13th for the trade. Hardcover.
Hell yeah.
I'm down. DC Patrols.
DC, what up, bro?
Good evening, all. Dude, I aspire to be half as articulate as Nick. You're a master at this stuff, my man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Why do you think I have him on the show, bro?
Caffeine and dyslexia. Yeah.
I can't talk.
Obscene.
Oh man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Mark says he's got to recommend Severance. I heard Severance is
Severance.
really good. Yeah. No, not yet. Next time. Okay. Is it bad that Stu's rant makes me want to check it out?
Don't do it, brother. Don't do it. Its badness is going to hypnotize you. I'm telling you.
But we all know that person who didn't like something, and you're like, "Oh, I know."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You never agree on anything.
Very true. Very true.
That guy are like,
absolutely.
I've got Born Again on floppies, but I haven't read yet. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man.
Oh yeah, I gotta pick that up myself.
That's great.
Collector P Station. What is going on, Collector P?
Stu's here too, Collector P. Don't leave Stu out.
It's okay. It's all right, P. It's okay. It's all right. Phable, speaking of Born Again, they got a great little that Marvel Premiere Edition, nice little paperback size for $15 if you just want a nice little readable copy.
Oh yeah,
Marvel just dropped that.
But is it digest size?
It's almost digest size. Is a little bigger. I got it in the other room. I can go grab it if you want.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. It has great dark matter and stuff in it.
Yeah, it does. It's not as big.
I think
it's not as small as like the DC ones that they just started dropping, but it's a dope little purchase if you just want to read your copy.
Oh yeah. Definitely hit me with the link for that.
I will.
Go see the movie The Monkey. If you like dark comedy and horror, it's a fun flick to see. I wanted to see that.
Same.
Oh yeah.
It's by homeboy who did Long Legs.
Smaller than paperback, but bigger than manga. Yeah, I'm just addicted to the DC compact comics. So like
they're so good.
Everything has to come in that size now.
Yeah.
I got rid of my All-Star Superman during the C3 show, and I'm really mad about it. I got to go get that copy again.
You get another one. I love it, man. It's such a great way to get new readers on board, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. So, as you know, this is the show where we cover pop culture news and topics. So, let's get right into it. Sorry, I had a malfunction there for 2 seconds.
It's okay.
It's all good.
All
Seriously.
right. So this first one is very sad, right? Because we're going to be talking about some entertainment Hollywood people that passed away. But I also feel like this round of deaths is like the weirdest round of deaths ever. Like everybody's dying under weird circumstances. But let's get right into it. All right. First up, Robert Orci passes away. Robert Orci is the writer-producer behind the late 2000 reboots of Star Trek and Transformers and creator of Fringe. He died Tuesday in his Los Angeles home from kidney disease. Variety has confirmed. He was 51 years old. With partner Alex Kurtzman, Orci co-wrote projects including 2007's Transformers and 2009's Star Trek. Orci's other credits include producing work on the Now You See Me franchise, Ender's Game, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, as well as writing credits on Mission Impossible 3. On the TV side, Orci and Kurtzman developed the 2010 reboot of Hawaii Five-0, which ran for over 200 episodes. He also created Sleepy Hollow and Fringe for Fox. Orci attended Crossroads School in Los Angeles, where he met fellow movie lover Kurtzman. They would go on to partner on numerous projects, starting with writing scripts for Hercules, The Legendary Journeys. Hold on, I got a comment highlighted there, sorry. And became showrunners at the age of 24. They went on to write for J.J. Abrams' Alias, and then created the Fox sci-fi series Fringe, which ran for 5 seasons. So any familiarity with Roberto Orci at all?
No, that one was new to me.
Yeah,
you showed me that one. So yeah, that really sucked. What a credit, what a list of credits though, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
Really creative.
Him and Kurtzman, the reason why he's so important, and all three of these people are important because not only because they're, their careers and things like that, but also because of their proximity to our hobby and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And Robert Orci, when he got down with J.J. Abrams, well, first of all, I didn't even know he wrote some of the episodes for Hercules, The Legendary Journeys. That's freaking awesome. Like that was one of the shows that I loved growing up.
Is that the Kevin Sorbo joint?
Yeah, the Kevin
Sorbo.
Yeah. But Fringe was a big sci-fi show back in the day. What was the other thing that he did? An Alias. Alias was huge back in the day.
Yeah, those are both great shows.
And when he did Transformers, it's like he became like, him and his partner became like the go-to guys for scripts and stuff like that and producing stuff. He became a big deal. So it's sad to see that he passed away at only 51 years old. That's crazy to me. But kidney disease.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Sad.
Get your blood counts drawn every year. Check out those kidneys, folks.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And that's a big loss for the Star Trek fandom. The 09 movie or whatever it was.
He did the first 2 of each of those franchises. So he did Transformers 1 and 2, and he did Star Trek 1 and 2.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I enjoyed the Star Trek stuff. Transformers stuff, we already know. I'm not too. But I respect it because
he was catching the check.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but if it wasn't for him and the team over there, who knows how big or small Transformers would be now? Would we have a Daniel Warren Johnson? You know what I mean? Image title if it wasn't for those movies. So gotta show him some love. Condolences out to Roberto Orci, man. Great producer.
For sure.
Too young. But talking about too young, Michelle Trachtenberg passes away. Michelle Trachtenberg, known for her roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl, has died at the age of 39.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
She was found unresponsive in her New York City apartment on Wednesday morning. Her death is not being treated as suspicious, and she is believed to have died of natural causes. The medical examiner will determine her cause of death following an autopsy. Michelle got her start in Hollywood as a child actor, starring in the 90s Nickelodeon series The Adventures of Pete and Pete,
Mm-hmm.
and making her film debut in 1996 in the 1996 movie Harriet the Spy. From there, the New York City native moved on to more mature roles, starring as Buffy's sister, Dawn Summers, in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and antagonist Georgina Sparks in Gossip Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, too young. This was too young. But guys, any thoughts on Trachtenberg? Were you guys fans of hers?
I'll start off. I remember Harriet the Spy. That was amazing. And Euro Trip like solidified her as like one of my crushes growing up for sure. Like she was just awesome. And yeah, this is one of those ones that snuck up on us, man. Like we had nothing. I mean, they all do, right? But like so young. Apparently, she had a liver transplant recently. There may have been some complications there. Who knows? But she went through a lot recently. Apparently, I'm not sure if it was too public or not, but it feels like she's gone through a lot in the last decade or so. And yeah, it's a big loss, man. She's been in a lot of stuff that we've watched growing up, right? We're all around that same age. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is an actress and a person that we grew up with, saw them in a lot of TVs and movies, and it's a big shame.
Oh yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love Buffy, and she was great on that show. I hate to see anybody from that cast, passing away or anything happening to them because they're also young still, and 39. My lord.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You never want to hear stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. That was tragic. And this last one is kind of nuts. Actor Genehackman and his wife were found dead in their home this week under suspicious circumstances. Legendary actor Genehackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found dead Wednesday in their New Mexico home, along with their dog. The causes of death are not yet known. The pair did not show any external trauma, and there were no immediate signs of foul play, according to preliminary autopsies and officials. There were also no immediate signs of a carbon monoxide or natural gas leak, authorities said. The couple's bodies were found in separate rooms in their Santa Fe house, with scattered pills found next to Arakawa, according to the sheriff's office. Investigators have not yet determined whether Hackman and Arakawa died at the same time. Santa Fe County Sheriff Aiden Mendoza told NBC's Today Show on Friday morning, but they both likely had been dead for some time before they were discovered. I heard that they were going through the decomposing thing.
It was like 10 days or something, I heard. Maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hackman, 95, was an Oscar-winning actor known for his roles in films such as The French Connection, Superman, Hoosiers, Unforgiven, and The Firm. Arakawa, 3 decades Hackman's junior, was a classical pianist. The actor will be honored at Sunday's Academy Awards ceremony. A source familiar with behind-the-scenes planning at the Oscars told CNN. Details are not locked in, but it's possible that the in memoriam montage may be edited to include Hackman's contributions to cinema, one source said. Another possibility is a scripted mention of Hackman's death from the award show stage, perhaps by host Conan O'Brien or another entertainer. In his 5-decade career, Hackman won 2 Oscars and was nominated for 5. He won for his portrayal in 1971's The French Connection of New York cop Popeye Doyle, a detective who gets his man, but at a high cost. He won his 2nd Oscar for his performance as Little Bill Daggett, the violent sheriff in Clint Eastwood's 1992 film Unforgiven, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, any thoughts on Genehackman, man? I'll just start off by saying as soon as I heard this, I was like, "Oh, this sounds fishy as hell." It's like how him, the wife, and the dog. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
You know, and even I hit Stu up, and Stu was like, "Yeah, that shit sounds catchy as hell." But yeah, no foul play, no evidence of foul play, no evidence of carbon monoxide poisoning. So, who knows what's going on there? But sad to see this guy go. I mean, he did live a long life, but what a legendary actor, guys. Any thoughts on Genehackman and his family passing away like this?
Yeah, well, I think they walked it back. I think they said no foul play at first, but now they say they are going to investigate signs of foul play or something.
I mean, I would. Shit.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
crazy.
I don't know, man. It's definitely weird, and I guess we'll find out more as time goes on. But R.I.P. Just such a great actor, especially growing up. So many remarkable performances that really shaped me as a kid growing up. Superman, Hoosiers, man, Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide.
And Denzel, dude, fucking
Yeah.
amazing. Even great in Royal Tenenbaums. So
Yes.
such a fucking force of nature on the big screen. A dude who really, I think he got that first role when he was 37 and really made the most out of a career that kind of started late.
No way, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but
Wow.
yeah, he was 95, so he lived a full life. It's sad that his wife was 60 something and went also. So that is my kind of bit of sorrow for not necessarily for him, but for her. I don't think it was her time yet. So curious to see what happened there.
Oh yeah. Of course, my first exposure to Genehackman was playing Lex Luthor.
He was amazing.
On Christopher Reeve Superman also passed away. Superman was one of the first superhero / I don't know, big budget, blockbuster movie I can remember seeing as a child. And he was just so awesome in that. He was just too funny. Him and his sidekick. I forgot that guy's name, but such great.
He was such a menace when he wanted to be, man. He was mean as hell, and in Unforgiven. Jesus,
Unforgiven.
He was such a
He had a great emotion and everything to his acting. It was great.
Yeah. So yeah, man. They say death comes in threes, and there was certainly 3 here. But that last one, there was literally 3 people that died. Well, 2 people and a dog, but still, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's suspicious as hell. Hopefully they'll figure it out. And
surrounded
by pills. I mean,
yeah,
that's weird.
I mean, my guess with that would be, and I'm just speculating. Don't listen to me, but maybe he was her world. She saw he was gone.
Yes, I can see something like that.
You know what I mean? I was
yeah.
Here we go.
Or like he died and she.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, rest in peace to these 3 entertainers here: Roberto Orsi, Michelle Trachtenberg, and the late great Genehackman. Man, condolences to them and their families. All right, so let's see. Some people said some stuff. Primetime said, "Love Fringe, one of my favorites." Oh yeah, great show. He confirming Fringe was great, Tom. Really enjoyed that show. And Leonard Nimoy's last TV appearance was on Fringe. Now, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. Phil Station, how are you, my brother? Thanks for joining us. Fringe and Alias are amazing shows. Oh, yeah. Harriet the Spy was such a good movie. Way too young. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Josh Whedon was not allowed to be alone with her. Mark said, gutting about Michelle, way too young. The dog did it. Maybe. I heard she'd been dead so long, she begun to mummify. Yes, I read that same thing. Yep. Hey, the troublemakers in the building. 2 Gun Pedro in
Pedro, what up, man?
Pew, pew. Station, my brother. Thanks for hanging, man. And of course, the great 62 Lefty Blues in the house.
What's up, man?
62, what up?
The first movie I saw Genehackman in was Bonnie and Clyde at the movies when I was a kid. Hell yeah. Oh, and Peter Jason died this week too. Wow. I didn't catch that one. He was in most every John Carpenter movie. Oh, I gotta check that out. Yeah. Hey, Pocan Joe in the building. Station Pocan, how are
What's
you,
up,
my
dude?
brother? And Mark says, anyways, guys, I'm going to bed. Night, everyone. I hope you have an amazing show. Blame everyone.
There you
Nation,
go.
Later,
get
Mark.
some rest, brother. Hell yeah.
Later, dude.
All right, let's move on to the next one, guys. John Bernthal to return in a Punisher special for Marvel and Disney Plus. John Bernthal is returning as the Punisher. The actor will reprise Frank Castle, aka Antihero, the Punisher, in a special for Marvel Television, The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed. Bernthal is co-writing the standalone special now in the works alongside Ronaldo Marcus Green, who will also direct. The Disney Plus show will air in 2026 alongside the second season of Daredevil.
There you go.
Yeah. Daredevil
Nice.
Born Again Season 1, which will see Bernthal appearing as Punisher, releases on Disney Plus March 4th, man.
Hell
What do you
yeah.
guys think of this one? Bernthal getting his own special that he's writing. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think a big part of this all coming back to Disney and getting rebooted was its popularity on Netflix and how nitty gritty and real and true to the spirit of the comic book it was. So, you know, if this Born Again experiment goes well, I'm even more on board for this. But yeah, just and I love Bernthal as a person, just as a general, like the way he approaches acting and just the emotion and the heart he's able to bring out of so many of his roles and all the angles he's able to see and you know bring out. He's amazing. So I'm excited to see him with a pen in his hand and what he can do with that.
Yeah. I totally agree. Actually, earlier today, I was back on YouTube looking up clips of Daredevil and Punisher scenes and stuff whenever they were together on camera. Right? It's like, oh my god, it was so cool, and I really enjoyed that run on Netflix. So I'm really excited that they're bringing him back. I think Mark was saying that it's a special. You said not a whole season of something. So yeah. I'll take what we can get. I'm sure that if it's super popular and it does really well, I'm sure they'll do something and make a season out of it as well. But I'm super excited. I can't be more excited for Born Again and for this coming out. Like I'm so pumped to see these.
Yeah, I would love like there's an MCU movie. And like there's some, I don't know, street level scene, and this motherfucker comes around the corner with like 2 AK-47s and shit.
Right.
I'd lose my shit. Like, holy crap.
And Spider-Man's like arresting him, and then he just blows him away on the street. Like, that'd be amazing.
That'd be sick.
You'll figure it out, kid.
One of the few success stories coming out of The Walking Dead, man, right? Like he died early in season 2.
Shane,
and like he's built himself a really good career post The Walking Dead. So yeah, happy for him. He's definitely my favorite Frank Castle. A lot of people have their their thoughts. Some people say Thomas Jane was a really
I like that one too. That
Punisher, yeah. But I like Bernthal. I think I don't know. He looks like a Frank Castle to me for some reason. When I picture Frank Castle, I picture this guy. And
his scream, like he's got a roar. Dude. Like this guy's roar is unmatched. It's insane. Oh.
So yeah, man. Mark said, before I go, Punisher needs to be a series, not a bloody special. Happy but not happy. Give this man his own bloody show.
That was the most Mark sentence I've ever.
Go to bloody bed, Mark. All right, man. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, what did I do here? Okay. No plans for new Moon Knight Season 2. Moon Knight will return to the MCU, but it might not be in the way fans expected. Moon Knight debuted on Disney Plus on March 30th, 2022, and was the first MCU Disney Plus show not based on a previously established character, kicking off a wave of new heroes being introduced on the small screen like Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk Attorney at Law. But it doesn't look like we'll be getting another season of the Oscar Isaac starring show anytime soon. Speaking with Comic Book, head of streaming television and animation at Marvel Studios, Brad Winderbaum. Get used to that name, guys. Brad Winderbaum. He's a big deal over there at Marvel. Revealed that Marvel does have plans for Moon Knight in the future, but it doesn't include the hero getting a season 2, at least right now. He said, quote, "So I think Marvel Television has happened in waves, and I think Moon Knight happened in a wave of shows that were going to establish characters that would be tie-in to the future, and moving forward, our priorities have shifted." Winterbaum said, "We're making shows as shows that can exist as annual releases, more like television. I would love to see a Moon Knight season 2, but there are plans for Moon Knight down the road." So, not that he's going away. You'll see him again, but not in television, it looks like.
I think this is. I'm really sad that this show wasn't amazing. Season 1,
same.
like I really wanted this. And if you go back and watch that trailer, do you remember that trailer? Where he's popping in and out of his different personas, right? And at the end, what the Egyptian monster? What the hell's that thing called? I keep forgetting. Like a Nubius kind of a thing, like
Khonshu?
No, he's fighting it in the bathroom at the museum or whatever, and it's like, and it's trying to claw its way out of the bathroom, and he grabs him by the leg and pulls him back in. That was in the trailer.
Yeah.
That was still one of the best trailers, I think, for anything. I was so hyped to see it, and then season
badass,
1, and then season 1 came out, and it had its moments. I like this. I like certain things. That him popping out of his different personas was cool. Some of the effects were really cool. I liked his costume and things like that. But like the story, I just really couldn't vibe with, and it was kind of hard to get through that season. But like, what a missed opportunity that was, I think, to really nail that. And I think that probably had a lot to do with the decision to not move forward, because this could have easily been as good as Punisher if it was just handled the right way, and they really ramped it up. You know what I mean? We got a great cast in here. It's an amazing character with a great power set, great costumes and everything. He has a mountain of great stories to pull from. It just didn't land, and I'm really sad for that. And I don't know where they're going to put him. You know, they're going to put him in some kind of team maybe in the future, and we'll see what happens. But that's what Marvel does with a lot of stuff. It's like, okay, their solo stuff doesn't work. Let's put them on a team and see what they do. You know, it's like, no, just tell the right story and it'll work. So
they had Oscar Isaac, dude. It was
right. So what more do you want, man? I don't know.
And the costume was so badass, and the way it like came together, it looked great. And like you said, this there was like dark glimpses in this, and he looked good, and like, you know, as Mr. Knight or whatever in the suit and all that. That look was
so
cool
good.
Too.
That really worked. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's like, I don't know. They didn't lean on any. They leaned on like weird parts of the lore, and then they really like went heavy, you know, into kind of writing their own thing. And I felt like if they kind of like went back to basics with the character of like Mark Spector, and like you know made it about him like being a mercenary, getting double crossed, and then his kind of journey out of that, and kept it gritty, noir, street level, instead of like this other cosmic ancient Egyptian thing that it was, which was cool in its own way. It was a lot. Wasn't, and it just wasn't
too much.
Like they wanted us, like you said in that trailer, it was like, oh, here comes like the ultra violent, you know, it's what you want from Moon Knight, and then it's like we didn't really get that delivered. Like I remember there was that one cool fight where he impaled that creature on that like spike or something. I don't know. They had some.
It was like a fence thing, right? Or on the outside. Yeah.
And like it got violent at certain points, but it just never stayed that way.
Yeah. Like, if it was as violent, maybe not as violent. If it was like at a Daredevil level of violence, right? Which it could easily go, because this dude's a badass and he just beats the hell out of stuff. I think it would have been really good, but
yeah, I think Disney really has to commit to moving forward, like disassociating themselves with whatever
Bambi
qualms with whatever qualms they have with.
Did
like,
you say
know
with
what
Bambi?
I mean? With
they need
violence.
to. Stu's right.
Seriously, and they just need to let it go and let these things be mature. And it's like, you know, not to beat a dead horse here, but like Frank Miller and making comics grow up. Like, let comics grow up. Let it grow up on the big screen, man. We want to see the stories that we love come to life in the right way. And it's like, you have to have a element of violence in certain stories in certain moments for it to really sing, you know, whether you like it or not. You know, it is what it is. You know that's part of it, especially, and it's ingrained in the DNA in some of these characters, and Moon Knight is definitely a violent character.
Yeah. I mean, you own these properties and characters now, so you have to honor their legacies and tell the right story. You can't just take you can't take Punisher and put him in a PG movie.
Yeah.
That's not what they're doing. They're actually hopefully going to elevate that character and like match the tone. We're kind of promised that in Born Again, right? In Daredevils. So we're going to see how well they're going to commit to that. And if they can hit that level and the reception is good, I think money will talk, right? Like, oh, we got some more subscribers and things like that. We got some good reviews and whatnot. We can play in this realm as long as we advertise it as such. So now we can pull in Moon Knight and do something more, edgy with him. And so we're not going to be so afraid in the future projects and things like that. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right. You have to pay respect to the characters. You can't dumb it down just because it's Disney.
Exactly. Like we don't see that on the screen. We see Marvel properties and we want what we want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think he was a victim of their formatting at that time, right?
I think so too,
like
yeah.
trying to squeeze in so much into 6 or whatever, 7 episodes, 8 episodes, whatever they were doing.
Right.
Where this character is way too layered to do something like that. And I'm probably sure they were planning on some sort of film or whatever, but then Jonathan Majors happened and that just changed the course.
Who knows?
Of the
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
My thing going forward is Oscar Isaac ain't cheap, and he's probably not available.
Right.
So.
And I think he was like, after seeing, I don't know. I wonder how committed, how in or out he was after the season 1.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but MCU is doing that though. Like, none of these characters are cheap, and like, look at this cast that they're building right now. None of them are cheap. I mean, like. Yeah. I forget the girl's the actress's name, the one who plays Gamora. She's been in so many things and she's nominated for Academy Awards and everything now. It's just like all these different people are becoming like the top of the food chain. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, it's going to be expensive to produce these movies in the next 5 years.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Moon Knight special in the vein of a Martian, not Martian Manhunter. What's his name? Swamp Man Thing.
Man Thing.
Yeah.
Or Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
Exactly. That would be dope.
Little hour and a half thing that they can, give us for Disney Plus. But
how cool would it be? Like, put out another season, and all of a sudden he's in town running a midnight mission, and people are getting killed in alleyways, and they have vampire bites. And just go, man. Just go with it. And then guess what? You throw in Mahershala in there, maybe here and there. You know, this is not hard.
It doesn't have to be like a lot.
No, it doesn't.
This is not difficult.
I always said that's the direction they should have gone in the layover until they got the Fantastic Four going and the X-Men going and all that. They should have focused on the Midnight Suns. They should have focused on street level slash horror. You know what I'm saying? Characters like Ghost Rider and Moon Knight and Blade. I mean, I think people would have loved that.
Right.
Yeah.
Crank up the violence a little bit. Pick a storyline that's tried and true. Modify it a little bit like you normally do, but don't dumb it down, guys. It's a great character, man.
It sounds like ice cream and candy, right? Like supernatural superhero thriller with a super violent edge to it. Like, wait, yes, please. I mean,
yeah, and they find a way to fuck it up. It's so stupid, man.
Well, at least they have the money to bounce back. They are learning their lesson now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're focusing. It looks like they're this renewed thing with the television shows going forward. They're producing them as television shows, not with this 6-issue mini thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I look forward to that. Some people had some stuff in the chat for that. Pete said that Moon Knight was really good. He enjoyed Moon Knight. Conlon says, as a Moon Knight and Nova fan, the news has been killing me lately. I feel you, Colin.
Nova is I thought Nova was going to make it at one point there.
He said, I'm hyped for Punisher. Moon Knight felt like they thought they could do what Netflix Marvel was doing, but they quickly realized they couldn't. Good, just not great.
Yeah.
They just added Harrison Ford.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not cheap.
No, right. Yeah.
Dr. Plagas is like, yes, please. I believe to our, the dark characters thing. Yeah. The recipes for success are already laid out for these directors. It's in the comics.
Right.
For God's sakes.
We've been talking about that for years now. It's like, why are you reinventing the wheel, guys?
Right. I mean, yeah. What are you worried about disappointing us? We want to see what we read come to life. That's
Yeah.
first and foremost. And then the normies, they don't know what the fuck is
They don't
going
know.
on.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
a great
let's
story. Yeah, it came
let
out
them
20 years ago,
story.
jackass. Yeah, yeah. You know, read
Oh,
a damn
that's
book
right.
once.
You are so right. All right, man. Let's move on.
All right.
Legendary producer Kathleen Kennedy is not stepping down, despite
Oh,
rumors earlier this week.
I gotta change my slide. Sorry.
That's funny. Yeah, that is
Bye,
funny.
Felicia. Rumors that Lucasfilm's longtime president may be leaving Disney have swirled for quite some time, but reports that Kathleen Kennedy will retire at the end of her contract may be jumping the gun. Puck, which I've never heard of, some website, reported Tuesday that Kennedy, who is 71, is expected to step down as president of the story production company behind the Star Wars franchise before the end of 2025. But in a recent interview with Deadline, Kennedy stated, quote, "The truth is, and I want to just say loud and clear, I am not retiring. I will never retire from movies. I will die making movies. That is the first thing that's important to say. I am not retiring. What's happening at Lucasfilm is that I have been talking for quite some time with Bob Iger, and Alan about what eventual succession might look like. Kennedy arguably is the most successful female producer executive in Hollywood history. She has produced more than 70 films that have collected 120 Oscar nominations, 25 wins, and she herself was awarded the honorary Oscar with the Irving G. Thalberg Memorial Award with 8 other Oscar nominations. Her resume is dotted with classics including Jurassic Park, The Sixth Sense, the Indiana Jones franchise, E.T., Munich, Lincoln, The Color Purple, War of the Worlds, Poltergeist, Schindler's List, and the Back to the Future franchise, and so many more, man. So yeah, this thing was crazy because when they announced when they were saying that she was going to step down, a whole bunch of people got online and was like, yeah. And
No,
they
that's
were
what I
so
made my
freaking
slide
happy.
too.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that comes from Star Wars, honestly. They feel like she's mismanaged that franchise or maybe even killed it in their eyes. But she is, like they say, arguably the most successful film producer executive in Hollywood history. This is 100% facts. So, guys, any thoughts on Kathleen Kennedy saying she's going to die making movies?
I mean, I'm with that because like sometimes you gotta stand on business and people try to bury you before you're dead. So you know what I mean? Like especially on the way out of a job like this, you know, people are gonna let you know how they feel about you. But I'm like I'm not a real big Star Wars guy. I really enjoy like The Mandalorian. Is she responsible for that? Like that's fire.
Yeah, she produced all that stuff. Yeah.
When did she take over the Star Wars stuff? Is my question.
When she bought it from Lucas.
Back in like
I
don't know, a late teens, I think, somewhere
So
around
didn't she turn it around in a manner of speaking, or no? Because when did the franchise start making like Rogue One and those type of movies?
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah,
I would say that if you go by the numbers, she's successful, right? Those movies make billions of dollars combined and all that other stuff. Mandalorian is a success.
Do the diehards like that stuff, or like Rogue One and Mandalorian, or no?
I've heard every argument for everything that's ever been Star Wars since Lucas left. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've heard one way or the other. You know, Mandalorian is great. Mandalorian sucks. The new trilogy is not that bad. New trilogy is horrible. Every Star Wars thing that there is, I've heard an argument both ways. So I'm not 100% sure myself.
I think a lot of people are not happy with some of the Star Wars, like because she was executive producer, I think, on all 3 of the new Star Wars movies and all the shows and things like that. And I feel like there's a decent amount of people that don't like any of those properties. And then you kind of look for someone to blame, and you see Kathleen Kennedy's listed as an executive producer, but along with like J.J. Abrams and some other folks too. So she's not alone.
Right.
But she's a name that just keeps popping up in the credits for executive producer for a lot of these things and producer for a lot of things. And so it's like, you have to you have to blame somebody that's kind of steering the ship and is in a position like she's in. And then South Park had that episode that completely roasted her the entire time. That came out years ago. That was pretty hilarious. But and I feel like she's been very outspoken in a lot of ways, and certainly recently with the news of her retiring and things like that. So I don't know, man. If you want to try to blame the top brass for the lack of success or for how much you hated the shows and movies that are coming out, you could start with an executive producer, I guess. But there's a lot of people that are to blame for these kinds of things. But she's at the top of the food chain, though. So she's a good place to start.
Even as a kind of a fan on the periphery, I feel like I've heard her name a lot in the past year or so, just getting tossed around. So this doesn't really come as a surprise to me as a nonchalant fan of the franchise.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, listen, she's produced some of the greatest, or some of my all-time favorite movies, right? Back to the Future. I mean, come on, that's like top 5 for me. So she has a place in my heart for that reason. I am like you guys. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fanboy. I enjoy it a lot, but I'm not the guy that has the spaceship manuals and you know what I mean, and every stormtrooper helmet that they ever made. I'm not that guy. But it does suck when your favorite thing seems to be taking a turn for the worse, right? Like you're like, what the hell? They can't get this right. They can't get that right. And she is 71. And, I'm not an ageist. I'm not an ageist, I don't think that just because you're older doesn't mean you can't produce great stuff. But sometimes you do get out of touch. Sometimes you do lose a step, right? I mean, my boy Frankie's crunching it up over there.
Don't.
Hey, no. That's what we're not going to do. No, hell no.
Let me go ahead and shut that down.
Let's stay on topic. Yeah, let's stay on topic here. Host of the show. No, I just want to say The Mandalorian and like Andor are some great fucking television, man. So it's not like she hasn't been over there like it's been all duds. Like she's made some incredible, or had her hands. Like Nick said, there's a lot of hands in the pot, but she's definitely had her name on some incredible projects, in the recent future, from them. I know they haven't had a hit like that here in a couple shows, but man, Andor is like some of my favorite Star Wars television, and of course, The Mandalorian is incredible. So
yeah, I gotta agree. When I saw Mandalorian the first season, I fell in love. I was like, yeah, this is great. This is fucking amazing.
Yeah, this is the most successful thing out. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know.
Well, and Skeleton Crew, we just watched that the other day. That's a pretty charming show. I mean, it's basically the Goonies and Star Wars, and that's exactly, it's an exact ripoff of it. But it was still fun and interesting. So I'd recommend that for people too. But she was also an executive producer with a bunch of other people, mind you, on things like Book of Boba Fett and like The Acolyte and Ahsoka, which I actually liked Ahsoka a lot.
I did like Ahsoka. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. But I mean, and I like we're saying in the chat, like Star Wars fans are the most difficult people to please, I think.
They really are.
We think comic book people are hard, man.
Like y'all got some bangers out there. Y'all need to chill out. Like it's
you got 3.5 great movies. It's like, yeah, you should be happy.
It's like it's a verse. Like look at it against like versus Marvel, man. Y'all have had way more bangers than like the whatever latest phase of the MCU that we've got. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like for the most part, almost all of them have been lukewarm, but. There's some scorchers in there.
I don't know. I've heard mixed reactions to this, but I really liked Obi-Wan. I thought Obi-Wan was just
Obi-Wan had great moments.
I thought it was such a great gap filler between the first trilogy or the retroactive prequel trilogy to the original 3. I thought that was a nice little stopgap and kind of as well as the Clone Wars cartoon, which because I wasn't the biggest fan of those prequel series, but the cartoon and Obi-Wan kind of like retroactively made it better for me, if that makes any sense. But anyway,
you know what I really wanted inside of Obi-Wan? I really wanted a Darth Maul like that scene from Clone Wars. Yeah, I really wanted the Darth Maul rematch.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good in the show. In the
We
cartoon.
need to start like a support group. Like this is the Star Wars property I love, and I'm not afraid to say it. Like, come on, you're welcome. What do you like? Do you like Jar Jar? It's all right. We got a place for you.
We're a small channel with a small viewership. Do not piss off the Star Wars fans, okay? All right, man.
Life's too short, man.
Cancel one collection down for a Star Wars date.
Oh, Dark Fizzo is in the building. Dark Fizzo station.
What up?
What up,
bro?
Tweet, caught a live show station, people. Hell yeah, my brother.
Welcome, bro.
Nick, you got Pete dying over there.
Yeah.
Her most notable honor, the population of people she ruined the Star Wars fandom.
Yeah, there you go.
Pete said, I'd credit Jon Favreau with most
Hell
of
yeah.
Mandalorian, but the numbers don't lie. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. If you did just a paper assessment of her work, she's a success. That's what it comes down to for a lot of executives anyway. Of all the fandoms, are Star Wars fans the hardest to please? It hasn't been all great, but far from bad, in my opinion.
Amen, bro.
Colin agrees with you, Stu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rogue in the building. Rogue collecting station saying Andor season 2 in April.
Yes. Can't wait.
There you go. Rebels is so good. I agree.
Love that.
Rogue. I love all those cartoons. The Clone Wars, Rebels. There was another one. I'm missing one. Clone Wars, Rebels.
Bad Batch?
Bad Batch.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Yeah.
I haven't finished Clone Wars yet. But Rebels, you guys, you were talking about it specifically, Phable, for so long.
Homie, the last 2 or 4 episodes of the Clone Wars is some of the greatest Star Wars.
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah.
I did the thing where you do the spot, you just watch every 4 or 5.
I did that too.
I did
like
that
when you recommended that. Yeah.
You talk
Rebels
about
I watched
Maul.
from start to finish, but not Clone Wars.
About Darth Maul, he's featured heavy in those episodes.
Yeah, that's why I was watching it. Yeah. The whole
It's incredibly well done. Like you were so right about that. It is like I know it's not slept on in the Star Wars fandom, but like I feel like those shows should be spotlighted.
It's just so hard to recommend because it is a kids show. So there's a lot of filler. It's a lot of, what planet are we saving today? Yeah. None of it really moves the lore forward. It's like, what's our war looking like today? But those last 4 episodes, holy shit, they were fantastic. Dr. Plaga said, y'all are some enablers.
I've been
what's your favorite Star Wars property, bro? It's all right. You're safe here.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah, we definitely won't tear you down. No, yeah. Go ahead and share your opinions.
Okay.
Bobby Delgado is in the house.
What's up, Bobby?
Saying, I like the Christmas special. Now that's a hot take right there from the great Bobby Delgado.
Oh, the Christmas. I was like, what Christmas special? I'm like, oh, okay. I had to go back to that
Christmas special.
Yeah.
Last Jedi.
Get this man out of here. Where's the mod?
Yeah, I got it. Where's the mod? He is a mod. Oh, shit. I got to get that wrench out of there. Episode 3 getting the theater re-release. Woo! Yeah, I like episode 3, Colin.
Interesting.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith? Is it Revenge of the Sith? Yeah, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm one of the few that, it's a little goofy in the beginning, but I like where it goes towards the end. Station got here late, happy. She is leaving. Eddie's like, get her out of here.
Eddie's
he likes the
What up, bro? Yeah, he does.
Die-hard Star Wars fans who isn't excited about new stuff anymore. Yeah, I understand.
I don't know.
I get it. There's stuff that I love to death, and and I understand when you feel like they're not respecting it or steering it in the right direction. I get it. It's just that I guess with us 3 here, we're not like particularly tied to that franchise, so it doesn't really hit us as much. All 90s, early 2000s Dark Horse era Star Wars. That's the recipe they should have followed to a T. Yeah, I heard that stuff is great. The Dark Horse stuff.
Yeah, I've never dipped into that.
Yeah, neither. I don't think I've ever read I have read a couple of Star Wars comics.
There's not a whole lot of there's not a lot of Star Wars. Like High Republic was out, but I couldn't resonate with that very well. And there's been so many Star Wars books out lately. Actually, one that I thought was decent was The Blade that came out. It was only 3 or 4 issues. It came out a couple of years ago, I think. But The Blade was actually halfway decent.
I like the writers who have been on those books, like Kevin Scott and Charles Soule. Yeah, or
Soul,
Souls,
yeah.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, but I've never read. I've never read. I came close to somebody recommended. What was it, the Vader book, or I don't know, the Dr. Afra? I think somebody
Afra's
recommended that.
great.
Yeah,
Afra's great. That should have been a series on Disney Plus. Dr. Afra.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounded pretty obvious. I mean, to us comic guys, we're like, why wouldn't they do that? You know,
Especially something that crosses into the original trilogy. Afra
Yeah.
like is kind of woven in
Oh, it
out of
is.
the events of those movies. So that would be cool. Especially
Yeah, that would have been real cool.
bringing back Luke for the Mandalorian the way they brought back Luke.
Yeah.
They could have done a lot of that for an
Yeah.
Afra show.
and Vader Down was good too. Like
Vader
that
Down.
comic, yeah. Mhm.
Mandalorian is dope, Eddie. I agree, man. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's my favorite Star Wars thing.
Yes, dude, so good.
All of that. Wait, did I mention Last Jedi? Oh my God, this guy. On the third watch, I actually like the Last Jedi, except the Casino Planet. Eddie, man, don't enable him. Don't enable him.
By the fourth watch, you just pass out and shit yourself, probably. Like, don't do that.
Oh man, 22 in the house, man. Strong chat tonight, guys. Please smash that like, and all that good stuff. All right, last story of the night before we get into the blaming. This one just hot off the presses, bro. The DC multiverse ends as DC Comics debuts new Mattel partnership. Mattel has announced a new multi-year licensing partnership with Warner Brothers to give new life to DC Comics yet again. In 2019, Mattel originally lost the license to McFarlanetoys, who has been steadily dropping new collectibles ever since. Their DC Multiverse line seemed like a huge success, with new 7-inch scale figures consistently being released. But the line will seemingly end in the second half of 2026. This will easily give McFarlanetoys plenty of time to wrap things up, and hopefully Mattel can take a page out of their book for the next era of DC Comics collectibles. Mattel's previous wave of figures was 6 inches, but was not on the same level of detail that the DC Multiverse is now. And these new ones even have fabric capes. Since Mattel has been successful with the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, one can only hope that they will have great releases. Sadly, this most likely means all of McFarlane's DC lines will be vanishing with DC Superpowers, DC Retro, and the DC Multiverse, unless Mattel decides to continue them. So enjoy one more year of the DC Multiverse and get your missing McFarlanetoys DC Comics figures while you can, as the doomsday clock is ticking. What's a doomsday clock?
What's a doomsday
clock?
How was that? Confusing ass press release.
Yeah, I couldn't follow that at all. Dumb it down for me, Phable. What does this mean?
Well, yeah. So Mattel used to have the DC license. They were the ones making the figures. I think 7 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And then McFarlane got the license, and he kind of like shook things up by making 7-inch figures, because most action figures are the six inch scale. So he made them a little bigger. And McFarlane, he's about all the detail and stuff like that. In my opinion, I thought it was a great success.
Dude, yeah. Not only that, like the deep cuts they would choose to produce.
Yes.
Like, I got the speeding bullet Batman over here when Clark dressed up as Bat. Like you get like figures that were super dope, or appeared in like a Dark Metals one shot or something, that were just made to be action figures type of shit. It was just, I don't know, it was always cool to see the things that they produced. And I love Todd's videos where he would be, introducing them live on Instagram, what was coming out that week or the next week. It was just like the passion, man, the guy's passion. It just sucks to see. And I felt like, not that McFarlanetoys wasn't killing it before, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it was a beneficial thing, because it felt like McFarlanetoys really came up with the DC partnership and really took their business to another stratosphere. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're absolutely correct. I mean, I'm not a big DC guy. I guess I think we all know that. But damn it, if they weren't getting me with those Batmobiles, those freaking Batmobiles and Batwings and shit they've been coming out with the last year.
Dude, that one Batwing where you can like hang it on your wall and then take it. Like, give me a break.
I'm not even a toy guy, and I have that Batmobile that's like 3 feet long
I
right now from the
know,
animated
man.
series. I was like, oh
jealous,
god,
man. I'm so jealous.
I don't even know.
But I'm figuring this is just my whatever. And guys in the chat, if you collected these figures, let us know.
Yeah, let us
So
know what
first
your
of all-
favorite McFarlane is.
First of all, this is fucked up because we don't know what scale Mattel's going to do their figure line at, right? If it doesn't match up, then it's going to look goofy on your shelf. And being a figure collector, your shelf is everything. Your display, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to mix. And this is what kind of sucks about this. But my guessing is that Mattel has more of a reach as far as brick and mortar or getting things on shelf. They are the older company. They are the bigger company. They probably have way more accounts, not only in the U.S., but internationally. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for
DC is doing this whole, they're doing a shakeup of everything, guys. All their departments, everything. They want DC to be on par, if not bigger than Marvel in a big way. You know what I mean? They are putting all their muscle behind it. Obviously, DC Studios with James Gunn and all that shit. And they cut the Snyderverse. They did it over there. Video games. I mean, they just closed down 3 studios. They were working on the Wonder Woman game. They just canceled it. And said, that's it. We're starting from scratch with this one. Closed down 3 studios in the video game space. And now this with the toy line. You know what I mean? Just like saying goodbye to that. So my thing is that I think Mattel probably has a bigger reach. Now, that's not to say that Mattel is not a great toy maker, because I agree, their Masters of the Universe line has been fantastic.
Okay.
It really has.
Yeah.
They leveled up with He-Man and Masters of the Universe. Much more detail, much more playability, and paint applications, things like that, articulation. They've really stepped up their game. So I'm hoping that it's good, but I understand if people are fucking pissed about this.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is, like, I would be worried about just quality, because McFarlanetoys are just known to have. I mean, I'm not a toy guy at all, so like my perception is, whenever I see McFarlanetoys, when I see that stamp on that box, that typically tells me that it's a quality thing, right? So like, there's different series and things like that, of course, but like, I know that, like, I have some Walking Dead figures, I think they're McFarlane's, and they are like detailed. I love the cast on them, and I love the gore on them and the paint and everything. Like, they're so cool. And then I see there's so many toys out there. And when I look at Mattel, I see an older brand that might be around for a while. They might have cheaper products or whatever. I'm not used to like premium Mattel stuff, so it's nice to know that it exists. But when I think of McFarlanetoys, I think of like quality, detail, and pride. So having them switch over to Mattel right now, I don't know what they're going to come out with. So that's just, again, I'm not a toy guy, but that's my perception.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good, but like I said, if it doesn't fall in line with what McFarlane has done, that's a risk factor. Not that it's going to destroy anything, but it's a risk factor, because people are dedicated to this shit. You see Mark Legion of Comics. I mean, he collects a bunch of these multiverse figures. He posts about them all the time. So
Yeah.
I would love to hear from him or somebody like him, what he thinks.
Yeah, for sure. Is McFarlane getting a Marvel contract now? Is he going to get exclusive with them or what?
Marvel is Hasbro, bro. Marvel Legends.
Damn. So he's not. Yeah. He can't make Marvel either.
Well, no, that is not true. Marvel. I think Hasbro. If I'm not mistaken, Hasbro is into the idea of other companies making toys for them. So this is something that's a possibility, but I can't see Hasbro losing that license. I mean, that is Marvel Legends is big business.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if he did like Image characters. Like they need Image is huge. with so many, you know what I mean? Like they need to crank those figures out, man. There's so many properties to pull from.
On the shelf and stuff.
We don't need Radiant Black figures.
Well, dude, what are they gonna sell, bro? Like ice cream mans? I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
no, there's things out there. Well, there's got.
I know, but like you can't sell those on the level that you can sell like a Batman multiverse Batman.
You can't, but guess what? You'll never be able to if you don't start. You know, like you gotta start somewhere, guys. If you never do it, you're never gonna get there. Yeah. Build that brand out, guys. We have so many figures. You know, start with Invincible. Maybe they have Invincible figures. I don't even know. Start with Invincible. Kirkman will be all over that shit.
Yeah. I agree. Void Rivals. Maybe we could build something out of that.
Yeah. Energon Universe series. Come on, you kidding me? That would be insane. Yeah. Getting a Cobra, like a Dreadnought tortured Cobra. Are you kidding me? With the smiley face on him and he's half bashed in and stuff.
That
with that cloak and that hat. Like, are you serious?
Got those licenses?
You're absolutely right. That's Hasbro, bro. Jeez. And they actually own.
Oh, Hasbro does.
Yeah, they actually, and not only do they own G.I. Joe, but they've actually been killing it with their classified line. Like that's big business for them.
Yo, a Kaya figure would be dope though. Give me a Kaya.
That'd be good. Yeah, I mean, like Rogue saying Saga. We have Junkyard. I know the Junkyard Joe one came out. I don't know who produced that one, but I tried to get on board.
Ghost Machine would be great. Yes.
Ghost Machine.
Rook, like a Rook figure would be
Rook.
Sick.
Yeah, Geiger that glows in the dark and stuff like that. That would be tight.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I tried to get the Junkyard Joe figure. At first, it was kind of expensive. I was like, I don't think I want to pull the trigger. And I tried to, and my transaction didn't go through. I thought it went through. I pre-ordered it. Something got messed up in PayPal. It never went through. And I'm sitting there like 2 weeks later going, where the fuck is this confirmation? And I went back and looked at my PayPal and it never went through. And I went back to the website. And it was like there was some kind of issue in the cart or something. And I'm like, oh, damn it.
Who made the Junkyard Joe ones? When did that happen? Oh. It was like
a limited
release.
It might be a strategy for them to partner with a Netflix, to partner with some sort of streaming service to make some sort of exclusive Ghost Machine cartoon. Maybe start off with Geiger. You know what I mean? That way you could tie in, because remember, the normies never heard of this stuff. So you gotta introduce it into the zeitgeist somehow.
Yeah, Geiger wouldn't be a great one to start with. It's my favorite Ghost Machine, but like that's not a happy story. You know, it's just a dude that's.
I agree with. I think what you said about Invincible. Go back, start there. You already got the show out.
Yeah, true. All right, we got some opinions on this. Colin said, "Just finished my OG Spawn Series 1 figure run. Hard to top that for." Yeah, we forget about the sponsor.
The Spawn ones were insane.
Yeah, God, they're so good.
Yeah. Here's a figure guy. This is my guy right here. My Figgy Friday partner. Greetings, guys. Listening while working, but chiming in from what I've heard from peeps who have collected Mattel's DC figures. They used to be the same molds for their figures, and it became boring. Yeah. Yep. Agreed. I just grabbed an Angela figure from my shop back when his label was Todd Toys. Always been great quality.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
I hope in the 10 plus years they have updated that. I don't think their figures will be as detailed as McFarlane.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have agreed with you, but then I saw some of the stuff they were doing for their Masterverse line, and I saw some of the stuff that they did. They recently did a crossover with Ninja Turtles, where they created these new characters, where it's like Bebop and Rocksteady mixed with this character, or you know what I mean? And they look really nice. They look really nice.
Okay.
Hasbro ain't losing their license. Yes, in capitals. I'm telling you, hell no, that's big bank. Eddie says Kaya figures. There you go.
Yeah, good call, bro. Good call.
Hey. I'm all for Radiant Black.
Thank you. I got viciously attacked.
Viciously attacked. How's the latest arc going?
I'm on 28.2. I'll get back to you.
I was gonna say, you're not reading it. Never mind.
But how about some Rook toys? Those designs are fine. Yes, Rook. I think
Rook would be great.
Yeah. There are a lot of Invincible figures. So.
I'm not a toy guy. Guys. I'm sorry.
We look like a bunch of idiots. Yeah.
I can see McFarlane doing Invincible figures. Yeah, me too. How about a Geiger toy line? That's what I said.
I would love a Geiger toy line. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Give me an Omni-Man. That'd be sick. Absolutely. I have Saga figures.
Yeah, I tried to hunt those down. They are not cheap. They're not cheap, and
Damn,
they're a little bit
bro.
rare. Yeah,
Rogue, we need
Saga.
a post. I
box
need a
sets.
post. Let me get a throw your
Yeah.
sets up Saturday with that, Rogue, please.
There you go. There you go. There's already the Junkyard Joe that sold out.
Yeah.
They came out with a Junkyard Joe. But was that McFarlane, Eddie? Let me know. I'm not a toy guy, but I figured Junkyard Joe and Geiger figured Dark Fizzle. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I'm second.
Wish I could have gotten the Junkyard Joe. Yeah, see?
I know.
Nick? Geiger.
I tried.
Yes.
I tried. I could, yeah.
Need shred head as a figure. Oh yeah.
I would. You know what? I don't buy figures. If we got Shredhead, I would consider it.
There you go.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah. I get a glow in the dark Geiger.
Absolutely.
I would too. Yep.
Absolutely.
Rope figures with different helmets would be sick.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here we go. Mezco Toys made the Junkyard Joe figure. Mezco.
It's good, and I think the Junkyard Joe figure has like cloth.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, good idea. New Thundercats toys for the comic. That's a good idea. Although I think Super 7 is doing Thundercats right now, but they're doing classic Thundercats. So
I want a Space Ghost figure too. I think based on the new line, the new comic line, Space Ghost would be great.
I will say one thing: Mattel won't be giving DC fans deep cut figures like McFarlane does. Not right away.
Right.
There you go. I think I just said that. Super 7 and Thundercats. Yep. Skybound has sales all the time, and you can get the Saga 2-packs for $5 recently. Oh, really?
Really?
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I would be refreshing that every week. Yeah.
He
Okay.
just got the Murder Falcon hardcover for $5. Nice.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Wait, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? The hardcover for Murder Falcon. What are we talking about?
He
How
said
about
the
figures?
Skybound has sales all the time, and you can get the Saga 2-packs for $5 recently. So some sort of...
Oh, I thought Saga 2-pack was a figure pack. Is that not?
So,
Oh, no, I think he's talking about
it's
the books.
Oh, yeah.
Murder Falcon hardcover for $5 is sick though.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I have those singles, but I'd buy a hardcover for $5
For sure.
And that is all the news we have for you guys tonight, man. But don't go away, because we're going to do something we like to call the blaming.
Why don't I own this? Why don't I own this?
All right, so I'll kick off the blaming this time around. I only got two quick things, so I'll just show them off real quick. And they're not necessarily comics, but you know me. I like my figures. I like my game, so I wanted to just show off this new figgy I got. He is Cosmos. If you guys are familiar with the first season of Transformers, or maybe the second season. I'm not sure. He turns into a little flying saucer, guys. Really cute.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This is when this is actually like a reprint, because they printed this like a year or two ago, and they didn't print enough of them because they were extremely hard to find.
Yeah.
And I ended up having to buy one. These are $22 to $25 figures. I paid $40 for my Cosmos. That was hard to find. But they re-released them, so I got the re-release too. So I got two Cosmos. I'm not mad at that. And if you're into video games, a series that I've cannot recommend enough. If you like video games, if you're into video games, there's a series called Yakuza. What Yakuza is, it's about the Japanese mafia, in particular a character named Kiryu, and basically, I can't even describe this thing. It's like a serious crime drama, but also very fucking silly and comedic at the same time. So they do outrageous shit, and it's over the top, Fast and Furious Vin Diesel type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when it comes down to the drama, they could easily make you, drop a tear for some of the shit that's going on. So they recently released their latest game in the series called Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I mean, come on, how ridiculous is that?
There you go.
Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. But yeah, this series is freaking gold. If you love video games, definitely give it a try. Would not try this one first. I would go for Yakuza 0. So yeah, that I should have recommended that. should have recommended that. But yeah, that's
Here's the game. Don't get this one. Get a different one instead.
That is my blaming. Let's go to Stu, man. Stu.
Oh yeah.
Good for the blaming.
This one came in today, man. I posted on IG Ghost Man by Raymar Brunson from the great Cosmic Lion Productions. Y'all check them out on IG at Cosmic Lion Productions, I believe. This one is awesome, dude. Ghost Man is an amalgam of inspired by his love for Punisher and Grindhouse films. He's like an amalgam of, he can move through walls like Kitty Pryde, manifest weapons kind of like Marvel Boy or Phantom X. And he takes out the bad guys like the Punisher. So it's a lot of fun. Super great art. Here, let me show you a page.
Oh yeah.
Killer art.
Dude.
Yeah.
I like that gun thing at the top right there.
Yeah. It's dope, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And great pinup gallery. Cool little backup story in the back, man. So yeah, check out Raymar on IG. I think it's Art of Brunson at Art of Brunson as well. So
I missed that one. Hopefully I'll pick it up in June if he's at the table.
Yeah, I was saying. I hope he's there. Super dope creator though. Yeah, and then just filling in the early Jim Lee stuff.
Oh,
there you go.
Punisher War Journal.
Damn. Why you do this to me, Demi? Why you do this to me?
I like that one. That one's
ups. Nice.
Good stuff. Ooh. And then last but not least, man, Volume 2. I'm eventually getting all these bad boys.
Uh-oh.
Richard Corbin.
Uh-oh.
This thing is gorgeous. I'd show you guys the art, but we get it.
You have some sticky notes buys in
your exactly, bro.
Yeah.
But incredible work by Master. Yeah. They're re-releasing the entire Book of Den, I guess you would call it. I think across 4 or 5 volumes. I don't know how many more we have left. With the recolored. They got this one's got a great preface by Walt Simonson, but just
nice.
incredible work of art, dude. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah. Dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's all for me.
I got some of the single issues from that. Not a lot though.
I know you fucker. I know.
Yeah, and I look through it. I'm like, this is some weird ass.
It is a wild ass story.
And whenever you show those hardcovers, I'm like, damn it, I want to get onto that, but there's just too many things out there.
I want to get on those single issue floppies, bro. So shout out to you. That's dope.
Oh yeah. Nick, comic culture. What do you got for us?
Just 2 things. Superhero Comics put out Punk Slim Mop Top Bop issue number 2. We have
what? Wait. Say that a little slower.
Comics put out issue number 2 of Punk Slim and Mop Top Bop. Issue number 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So there they are. They're right there. Oh wait, how do I go this way? Right there. This guy and this guy. Yeah. So they're like cosmic trash collectors in a way. They live on a planet. There's all this debris that falls into this like portal thing. This is issue number 2. Issue 1 explores like this alien creature that pops in there. He's on the run from some stuff. It's really wild and trippy. It continues over in issue number 2. It's been a while since we had issue number 2 or another issue come out. Jonathan Marks Baravecchia is on this one. And so he's the guy that did Bear Pirate Viking Queen. So if you like that book, the interior artwork, you're going to dig this one too. And this duo here had a little one-shot as well. So this is the 3rd book that they're in. But Mahdi over at Superhero is kind of bringing in all these different characters into the same universe right now. And so this issue, I think, is alluding towards that. There's some dream sequences in here and stuff. So he's bringing this pair into like the main superhero universe. And so I'm really excited to see where it goes. So superherocomics.com, you can check out Punk Slim and Mop Top Bop issue number 2 right there. And the last thing I'm going to shout out real quick is Jeremy Heiler on Batman Year None. So he just put out this trade, which collects all these little short Batman books, like Batman Snow, Batman Fall, and Batman. What was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was.
Whoa! What is this?
So this is Jeremy Heiler. So he did Batman Year None.
Okay, this is a DC official DC thing.
No, this is an underground bootleg, self-published. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and they're all a bunch of silent Batman stories, but it's got like Poison Ivy, and the artwork is incredible in this stuff. This guy's serious business. Like his books are amazing. Like just the cover alone is really dope. Batman Snow. It collects all these little mini comics, and he's just does such a great job just drawing these amazing stories. Again, there's no narration, but you don't need anything. You don't need dialogue or anything because the art just speaks for itself. There's a great Clayface story. There's a great Poison Ivy story. There's Mr. Freeze. There's back matter inside here as well. There's some pinups and things like that. So he's doing a really great job. So check out Jeremy Heiler over on Instagram, and you could probably pick up the trade, collecting all of his little mini short stories. Probably still on his website or wherever. I don't know. Click on his link tree and you'll figure it out. But yeah, Jeremy Heiler, Batman None. Killer story right there.
Hell yeah.
That's what I got.
Leave it up to Nick to always find those diamonds in the rough, right? But,
yeah, man. All that indie love, I love it.
Yeah. There's so many good books out there, guys. So just check out those self-published creators. They're doing some amazing work out there.
Oh yeah. 2-pack is a figure pack. Okay, answering the
question. I'm on Skybound's website right now, and I'm looking it up.
There are like 3 of
so they have a Will and Lion Cat, they have Alita and Marco, they have Hazel and Isabel, and they even have a Gus plush doll. And they're not that, they're like $20 for the pair. And then Hazel and Isabel's 15.
Oh shit! Are we doing a blame Eddie from the chat?
Yeah, we ain't even got off the show, and this man's already about to run it up.
We gotta blame it. Eddie, congratulations, man! You got him. You got him.
I'm bookmarking I'm bookmarking this page right now. I'm gonna be checking it every day.
Shit, Cosmos, and I might have gotten Vinny. Yeah, let's go. More than a year or two ago, never found them in stores. Well, now's the time, Vinny. Now's the time. That game just looked like wacky fun. It is. It's fucking bananas. Like the first 10 minutes of the game, right? Like you wake up, you don't know who you are, like you forget your memory and stuff, and then you find like a pirate ship and shit, and then you decide to be a pirate, and then they go into like a full like a Broadway musical score and shit. Like start doing a number, dancing. It's fucking retarded, but it's great. Oh, bringing it back.
Hashtag bring it back.
Oh, Bobby Delegato, Sir Richard Corbin. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Punk Slim, Mop Top Bop.
Yeah, Rogue knows.
Jonathan Marks, Baravecchia.
Yeah.
See, it's fun to say, isn't it? Mop Top Bop. You like that? Yeah.
Such a great artist. Marty killing it as usual. Marty is creating a hell of a bullpen at superhero. Oh yeah. Jeremy Heiler is great. Look at all the love here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the guys that are like paving the way for the new underground comic bootleg scene. Definitely check those guys out. I mean, Marty's probably the best of the best. You know, he's building a universe that very difficult, and he is all in, and he is from front to back like the best brand producer, self-publisher, universe builder. Incredible work. So, and we have an interview with him. We're going to be hitting him back up here hopefully soon as well. So check him out.
Eddie letting us know, sign up for the Skybound Insider. They'll email you when there's a sale. They literally had slabs for $5. That's amazing. Back in the day, we called it Batman Snow when you did a line when hanging upside down.
Jesus Christ, Bobby.
That's how you end the show, guys. That's how you do it, Bobby.
We can't do any better than that.
Oh, man, before we get out of here, I just want you guys to let everybody know what you got coming out. So, Stu, thank you for being here tonight, man. You are amazing. I love having this little original OG crew right here real quick.
Yeah.
And it was great.
We don't need the rest of them.
That's great. But, Stu, let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah, man. You can find me at Dr. Doom's Fan Club on IG and YouTube. Like I said earlier, every Wednesday night, I got Ink and Insights with my boy E at 9-Panel Grid. Going back and forth talking about our favorite books from the previous week of releases. And then I just dropped my new episode of Surrounded by Short Boxes this week, covering Batman #5 from the Snyder and Capullo run. That's right there on my channel if you check it out. I had the Doom Omnibus show on Monday, Blood Splatter Chatter every Thursday night. Got a lot of things going on. And of course, you can find me here co-hosting with you, brilliant gentlemen, every Friday night. But thank you, as always, for having me. Always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. This was the perfect way to this. You know what I mean? This show did exactly what I needed to do emotionally. Feeling great heading out of it. Yeah, man.
Really good. I'm kind of sad that we're at the end here, but
perfect book into the week. So. Yeah.
And you're going on a little bit of vacation next week, right? You're not going to join us.
So I've done 10 shows in 14 days. I'm doing Ink and Insights next week, and that's it. I love y'all, but I need to breathe. I booked I booked myself a little bit too much. You know what I mean? So yeah, didn't pay attention.
Yeah,
to
you
the
got a busy
schedule.
Mark.
Yeah, you got to
Just a
take a
little
break.
bit.
You got to take a
You
break.
gotta take a
bro.
break, bro. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
y'all.
Either
but
that or get divorced. One of the two.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're all
Exactly.
single, we'd be YouTube stars by now.
Hey, y'all get
Yeah.
sick of me then. Oh God, y'all really get sick of me.
Yeah. Well, I'll miss you next week. I'll miss you, but you're
Yeah,
coming
man.
back. You'll come back soon enough.
Appreciate you.
Nick, man, what do you got coming up for the peoples?
Yeah, Nick at Night's weekly comic book review show comes out tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. And then I just did a March look ahead, so you can check that out in case you want to see what's coming out and what me and the chat are looking forward to comic-wise in the month of March. So you can check out that live. I did that last Saturday. And then Eric and I did the Precious Metal Breakdown. So if you want to get into that whole story, it's like 2.5 hours long, and it's incredible. So you can definitely check that out. So we me, you, and Eric, we talked to Sean Crystal as well recently from Ink Pulp. That was a great conversation. If you're not following Ink Pulp on YouTube, definitely check them out. They have a Discord as well, and it's super active. So you can jump into there and chat with Jim Mafood and Sean and Mateo Scalera, and it's just
these guys
really,
are talking
really
to like the best artists in the biz, and they're drawing with them while they're doing it. It's a really cool show. Check them out, guys.
Yeah. They had Mahmood and they had Jason Aaron recently. They had Jorge Corona recently. They had so many great people, so you can check those guys out. And you can check me out here too. Friday nights, man.
Oh yeah.
We're also doing some more stuff. We have Born Again coming up very soon. So me, Eric, and Sue are going to be tackling that series in a little bit. So it's going to be really interesting. We'll post some more dates on that stuff.
I also forget, now that I got you here, before we get off the air, we still have Dana May's Comics Curing Cancer package, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to do a giveaway for that.
Sure.
If we can next week. Just a quick, if you could spin up the wheel and all that. We'll do one of those hashtag thingies, in the.
Yeah, I got to figure how to do that, but sure, we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, might do a giveaway next week, guys. So come back next week. Of course, blame the all new, all different Blamephable show every Friday night, 9 p.m. That's great. But I just wanted to announce that I have joined Rockin' Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers movie festival called March Madness, guys. Basically, we go through a bunch of movies. This time we got about 17. All movies dealing with, the mental breakdowns, the losing the minds, the trickery of the brain and stuff like that. This is my first time hosting one of these things or hosting a movie review. I'm hoping that it goes well enough that maybe that'll be some content for my channel going forward, because all I do is these Friday night lives. I don't really do anything else, pre-recorded videos, anything like that. So it'd be great. It'd be so awesome if you guys could watch Daredevil Born Again really early. Then come hang out on me on Tuesday. But it actually kicks off this Sunday at 10:30 p.m. on Dylan's Horror Show. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you could drop a link to Dylan's Horror Show with Jacob's Ladder. Then continues on Monday on Pop Culture Philosopher with Lizard in a Woman's Skin. And then,
what a creepy picture that is. That's so fucking
It's amazing. We were talking about it last night on Versus.
If that was a comic book, Nick would have bought it.
Yeah,
that's
probably. That looks like a Kyle Starks book or something. Yeah.
And then my first ever movie review, Flatliners from 1990, and I have a great lineup of panelists for this one, guys. Spilio, John Castle, will be joining me that night. John Comics with Kids will be joining me that night. Greg, the bearded comic bro, will be joining me that night.
What?
And Dylan from Dylan's Horror Show will be joining me that night. So it's going to be a fantastic first episode, a fantastic kickoff to not only my first movie review, but March Madness, man, my first March Madness. And then we ended off this week with The House by the Cemetery over on Blood Splatter Chatter. Will you be there for this one? Or
No, man, I'm out. Nope.
You're out. You're out.
I'm taking off, bro.
I got you. I got you. So yeah, come, please come support your boy. And this is the lineup, just in case, Jacob's Ladder, Lizard in a Woman's Skin, Flatliners, House by the Cemetery, Bliss, Dead Ringers, The Machinist, Magic, Leprechaun, and then I'll be hosting Fight Club, which is going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's going to be great.
Yeah, Reanimator, The Babadook, Mother, and then I'm back again hosting Old Boy, which I'm so excited. Yeah, The Invisible Man, In the Mouth of Madness, and we ended off with The Lighthouse. So yeah, March Madness, guys. Thank you, everybody, man, for joining us tonight. This was fantastic. It was great. This couldn't have gone any better. Great chat. So many people. We had up to 20 people in this chat
awesome.
Tonight.
I love it.
And this is good. So, guys, love y'all. Have a good night. There's only one thing left to say. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Station, y'all.
Station, guys.
Have a great weekend.
The Peach Mamoko!